Are you looking straight at me to see a sign of love? Are you looking straight at me to hear a line of love? Are you reaching out to me to see if loving has feet? Do you know the answer to the question, is love real? I say love is a pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel. No more, no less. A pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel. And it's real, love is real. Oh! Have you got it straight? The dream is just the same as love. Have you got it straight? The world is not to blame in love. Stop your groping in the dark, I'm waiting here for you. It's time to open up your mind and love like we all through. I say love is a pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel. No more, no less. A pigeon-toed orange peel. Pigeon-toed orange peel.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo,
Word up.
word up.
Can you hear me, mother?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear
Woo! Welcome to the sample challenge, ladies and germs.
Yo! Woohoo. So I'm just still sharing at the moment and kind of waking up to the fact that I'm on streaming.
We are
Yeah.
indeed.
I got, is that right? Join Mark and me to make some on-the-spot music. Do you think that's a suitable stream share thing?
I do.
Yeah, okay,
do.
that'll do. I've got to put my signature thing at the end of it. Boom, cha. There we go.
Cha.
That's a punch and a smash, if you don't know. Probably don't, actually, because I'm bored. Anyway, hey, hi Morgan. Hi, I'm Maniac as well. Look at that.
Grey one.
Yeah,
Jordan
Jordan.
Williams. Who else we got in the thingy? Morgan Juniper. So yeah, if you can share the stream for us, ladies and germs, because I'm banned and we can't really do a lot of sharing here because we're doing the track.
I hope you look. Yeah, come on.
No, if you could do a little bit of sharing, that'd be lush.
Share and like as well. Like.
Yes, make sure to slap that like button.
I got to do the like as well. See, I can't do the like. Okay, so let's go back to live chat. That's my reference. Yay. Got my sample. Yeah, we got your samples, Morgan. I'm sure we did, didn't we? Mark?
Not Morgan's yet. I'm just about
No,
to go
just
and
doing
find
it.
them.
What we got is a shared folder on the computer. That's all bollocks, but yeah, I got shared
No, go
folder.
on, tell them.
So what we got is two computers linked up with on the same network. Mine's doing Ableton. We got a screen share coming out of OBS Ninja over LAN, which is going into OBS. So you better see what I'm doing live as it happens. now then. So that should be good. And we've got a folder which is on my computer, which I've got as a and on the, if you know on Ableton you've got a browser, you can select a folder and that's your browser. So I've got a special folder with all your samples. And I thought what we do this time is we'd like go through them and like you would if you got a new sample pack. So you get a new. This is like a sample pack challenge tonight because it reminded me of a sample pack when I was downloading it. It just sort of like felt like it. It did actually feel like it. So what I'm going to do, or what you will do, is go through it and go, oh, that sample's jumping out at me.
Can somebody give me some feedback on the sound?
Yeah,
How are we compared to everything else? Welcome, Jen S.
Yo, Jen.
So, yeah, here we are. There is Ableton.
There's Ableton. You can see the Not a Christmas Sample Challenge folder there, which has got about 20 samples in it already. We could do with some more, but that's all right.
That's all right.
We got some from Maudio. We got some from Jen.
Yep, and we're just about to kick in some from Morgan as well.
And from Morgan as well. Yes. I just thought that was his name, Morgan, but it's Morgan Rum, innit? Juniper flavour and stuff. And you know that, Mark? You aware of that?
I am, yes.
The Association of Rum and Junipers, Morgan. Anyway, I'll try not to talk bollocks.
No,
good- I am
this
good
is
at
your
it, though.
show. Make sure you
I
talk
am good at
bollocks.
it. Can you hear my voice? Okay? Can you hear me at the back?
Oh, Ben, you're not even late, mate. We've just started, so you are absolutely 100% on time. Do not worry about that.
Just don't do it again, though.
Yeah. Make sure
Yeah,
you're in.
You will be docked.
Yeah.
Right, you will be docked your pay to the minute. 15 minutes for every minute.
Thank you very much, Jordan. Says the sound is good.
Good stuff. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to play. Did you hear the intro track coming in there? Do you like that track? Do you know what that was?
Something for a Clint Eastwood movie, did you say?
Yeah, it's Pigeon-Toed Orange Peel.
What a
And
great
there's a
name.
setting, there's a song, a scene when they got Clint Eastwood goes into this night. I swear it's Clint Eastwood on Dirty Harry. He goes into a nightclub.
Yeah.
And they're all playing like all that freak out music with like an oil projector and everything.
Okay.
And that's the tune they're playing, and I've always liked it, and I tracked it down when the internet happened.
Yeah.
We'll probably get copyrighted for it, but it's great. It's just brilliant. Pigeon-Toed Orange Peel.
So here are the cams you have tonight.
Yes.
You have a front cam. That's the front cam. You have a laptop cam, which is over here. And you have a phone cam, which is behind us.
Hello.
So you can stare at my bald head. Then we have the tower screen, which is pretty much what's going to be on the screen the entire time.
Can you see my blue mouse moving on it as well? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
So it's quite
yeah.
live. You know, I'm going to click now.
Yeah.
Open, click,
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
It's live, so that's
Yeah.
good. So you'll see what we're doing as we do it. I'll just talk you through my screen. So what you can see here is my template set. Now, don't know if maybe people do this, but I always have group tracks, right? And on every group track, pretty much everyone apart from the drums, which is slightly different, I have inside the group track a MIDI and an audio track ready to go. Simple as that. With the fader on the audio track pulled down normally, just so I'm not going to deafen myself every time I drop a sample in. So that's for each one. So the drums are like that, the percussion's like that as well. And on each one, I've got, let's just do a simple one. On each track, I've got on the percussion, I've got a beat repeat, which I've done myself so that you can just go like that. And you've got that on insert. And I have it so that when you turn that thing there, it actually turns the beat repeat on. You can see the automation going on the beat repeat there to turn the switch. So it's switched off when the fader's around like that. And I've got that mapped to my controller. And I've also got a filter on there as well, because you're always going to, well, not always, but I mean, it's nice to have something you can jam about. So you can put a keyboard thing on. You've already got a filter sweeper on there on every track. So if you put your keyboards in the melody one, there's already a filter ready to go. And an EQ as well, so I always put an EQ on the group tracks, because you're always going to EQ tracks, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? And I typically roll off anything below. I start at 100 hertz, like so as not to take everything away from the sounds. But anything but the bass and the drums has typically got a roll off of 100 hertz. So if you look at the bass one, that one's got an EQ right down at the bottom, because you don't want to cut nothing off the bass, just the stuff that might cause mud. But I mean, like it or not, that's what I do. So all those tracks are ready to go. So it means that we can throw this in together, and pretty much straight away, you've only got to put a drum loop in and a bass line and stuff, and you've already got, using your launch pad, the ability to make a tune.
Yeah, I thoroughly recommend this way of working.
I've also got as well
That's how I work.
on the I/O over here on Drum Bus. I've got the plugin that's called Drum Bus, and I've got that set to in. So the monitor's set to in on that, and everything from my drums and my percussion tracks. So drums are typically everything like heavy stuff like snares and kicks, and then in percussion it'd be things like hats and bongos and congos and rides and things like that. So, but those all go to the drum bus, get gently put through the drum on its base in its settings. So everything gets gelled together. So I believe there's a compressor within the drum bus. Yeah, it's got a compressor on it, so that kind of like glues everything together like a glue compressor. What else have I got on there? I've got LPD8 and LPD8B just for the drum rolls. What I've basically got, if I just put a kick drum in here a minute, just a second, kick. There we go, it's a kick. I just use one of them. I could have done with just having one kick, shouldn't you? Oh well, never mind, I've done it now. I'm just going to isolate one of these kicks. Actually, that's good. I'll just loop it. I'll just loop that. So you got like a basic. That's a really bad kick. It's got loads of mud on it and stuff. I don't like that. Dirty kick.
Dirty.
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 Let's just have a short sample of that size. There we go. Spend
Can
20
you just
minutes.
move your mic up like this? So
Right. Okay. Is that
That's
better?
better. That's
Okay.
better. There we go.
So just gonna quickly loop this up. I don't know if you ever do this, but I'm just looping a kick on the 1.2. So just make it a bit longer and loop it at 1.2, and you got yourself a banging, a kick that just thump away there.
Morgan says, "Have a listen to my kick loop, Warren."
Yeah, well, no, we'll get to that in a bit. Like this is like the first bit.
Yeah, literally all
Morgan,
he's doing.
come on, man.
All he's doing at the moment is showing you around the template.
So basically, just to let everyone, so what I've got basically is an LPD8, two LPD8s here, A and B, and they refer to a stutter edit. They send MIDI to the stutter edit that's on here, and actually, if you look at the screen now, you can see that when I press that one, it does. So there's loads of different sort of like rolls. So if you're making a track, you can start going, oops, get your track going, and then a filter on each one, so you can go. So instantly you've already got a kick drum going boom boom boom, but you've already got the ability to do rolls and fills and kind of make because I'm a bit more of a live musician than a arranger. It takes me a long time to put anything into arrangement. It just sits on session for a lot of the years, and sometimes things never exist anywhere else. But that's it. So that's basically it. So I got basically the ability to throw a track together and jam with it and make something that sounds like music right from the bat. Is there anything else that I got on here? Drum bursts. I've got one of MPD's 26, so I can do that. I've got a stutter edit on the vocals sometimes, which I sometimes use, but we might not use that this time. I've also got a basic reverb with an EQ on it, and I'll sometimes put a compressor on there and sidechain that to the kick, so that whenever the reverb hits, any kicks don't get covered up with the reverb tail. I got a 2 delay there, which is on 1-2. I got a 3-4 on this delay here, and a spare return for whatever goes in there. So that's all ready to go. So it means I've also got delays on the sends. You can always put any spatial effects on your sends, I think, because it sounds better. I've got a limit on the master, but I'm not using it creatively. I'm using it as a stop me from going deaf if I've got my earphones on thing. So it just stops anything going over 0, because my ears can't cope with that. So that's it. So here we go then. So we'll just get rid of that kick. There's nothing to do with the challenge. And have a little look in here. So we've got Morgan, you mentioned some kicks, didn't you, buddy, that you had? You got a live chat on there, have you? What's going on there then?
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I touched that. That's all right. Control up. Is that it? Nearly? No?
No.
How'd you do your screen so it go control up that way? Oh. I must have pressed something on here. Look. There we go. So anyone know is Control Alt and up. What I did, I just changed the view and made it all go sideways. Mark was kind of looking at the screen like that then. What the?
Okay, so that should be in your Not an XMAS sample challenge.
It is, yeah. What's it called?
You have Cliff, Kick Loop, Line, Noise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, that's the wrong folder. No wonder. Click loop. Did you do kick
Noise
loop?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's Morgan's.
That kick drum there.
Yep.
Or kick loop 140. Ooh.
Okay, so we're writing a hardstyle track tonight.
Well, we don't know that yet. Yeah, it could be. So that's already got a groove to it. So what I might do with that one is, if we did use it, would be to chop it up or put it into splits of MIDI and play it as a single sample. So I've got more control over the beat that it's making. But I would kind of honour that beat, that little accent there, because that's kind of how it started off. Apologies if I'm huffing and dragging into this mic. Nice fat acid line. We've got a very quiet hi-hat line, but I can always turn that up. That's the thing, with music, if you make stuff low dB, so don't everyone trying to get close to 0 dB without clipping it, that's what you do in mastering.
That's correct.
Anyway, so yeah, I'm just really let's start from the top and just do what I'd normally do. It's got a new sample pack. That's a little thin synth, or fat, depending on how you're looking at it, because it's all subjective, isn't it? That's fat. Look at those waves on that, square waves coming out of that.
Morgan, how'd you make the samples, mate?
So we don't know whose these are, do we?
That is Madio.
This is Mario's ones. They
Yeah.
sound very analog.
Apparently it's for a track that he's working on, work in progress.
Nice. Yeah, really. In comparison to those hats, these are quite. Ow!
Oh, apparently these are Jen's. Jen, how
Jen.
did you make them?
Yeah, Jen, what do you do with these?
Oh, I think they came from a 2600.
Mmm.
Am I correct, Jen? Did they come from your 2600?
Ooh.
Yep, the 2600.
Well, more than RPDs then. Is that a 303?
I reckon.
It's Morgan's kick. That's nice. Like that rumble on that. That's kind of like a rumble and the percussive bit, but like really muffled and percussive as well. I do that, but I tend to like make it more go. I know, but that's because I've got that techno, that trancey feel going on in my head all the time.
Yeah, Tantra.
And what it is, I just went to this place called the UFO Club down the road. We had Carl Cox and Dave Angel and Billy Nasty in that, and that's kind of where I cut my teeth raving. So apologies. See, that's my style. But that's trance, is it? Fuck it, that's rave music. That's just rave music. That's what you dance to in a tent in a field like when you're off your box. To be fair.
It's very quiet.
Is that quiet?
Yeah.
Well, we are monitoring thing. Oh, it's. Hang on. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah, loads.
Sorry about that. We had the sound turned down. Oh, effects. Screen 1. Who's that? Who's going into Reason then? Effect with a K. I'll take it as Reason. Looking at Scream.
Jen, I've just added you as moderator for the channel, so if you want to put links in for anything, you now can. So enjoy the power, Jen.
Is the audio better now? Let's go back to like kick.
Yeah, DJ FX all says yeah, way better.
Oh, that's all right. Sorry about
Good,
that. I had a mixer turned down. That's all it was. Oh, we got on the drum end, so that's at the end of that. That's unfortunately, it's not going to wait 10 minutes for that to
Load.
no, it's not that it's going to load. It's just, I think all the stuff that's happening is at the end of the sample.
Ah, right.
I sometimes make samples like that with Ableton, like, and get one if you want something that's going to you want to happen at the end of a loop.
Yeah.
Just make a really long sample, stick it and, and like consolidate it so it's at the end. That's the beginning of that. That's the same 303 line, isn't it? That was up there. Oh, there's a dry one. Bolt.
So it looks like we're
We haven't
making
got
an
many.
acid track.
It does, doesn't it? Really? No, I'll tell you what.
More samples.
This is the kick drum we're going to start with.
Jen, if you want to drop Pornhub samples, you carry on.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything like that's what we'd rather have. I'd much rather have something you've
Weird
made
ass samples.
and weird samples that are fucked up, like.
Yeah.
Because we got samples all day long here, but that would be mint. So what I'm going to do, I just made an audio track. I'm going to bung that straight into the audio track, into the space below it, and that'll just bring it in as a sample, and then just use it at the end. So I'll cut this down now. Move the end brace or the end marker, and what I might also do is group to drum rack, and in doing that it does a couple of things. Obviously it makes it into a multi-pad drum racks, but it also makes it the pitch that it was at, which means it's going to sound better than it would if it was warped or anything stupid like that. So let's just make 4/4 for now, basic 4/4 loop. Maybe we can always use, I might stretch that MIDI out a bit because it's
That's better.
not getting the tail.
Would you like the music to go up a little bit, or is everything okay as it is now?
Well, at the moment we're just mixing it in.
Yeah, no, I'm just for this level, not for that.
Oh,
for
right.
this.
That's fine at the moment. We don't go too careful. At the moment I'm running the kick drum. Let's pick those faders up. Minus 26. No, minus 28.8 dB. So that's what I'm starting my kick on. Do you know what I mean? I'm not starting it at like -6 or something and then running out of room later on. I'm going to start it low because otherwise you can still hear it, can't I? I can hear it in the studio.
Yep.
You can hear it, can't you?
I can hear it.
Do you know what I mean? So start low. You don't have to do any formulas either. Do some. No, you just do it low and then kind of mix as you go.
Thank you very much, Flo. I'm glad that the sound is good between the drums and the mics.
So yeah, so I can do this I can just insta rolls like. also got a little rotary as mapped to a delay, that 4 delay, so I can just go like, you know. And so I can, you know, have insta like delay, which is nice for like live thinging. And if you put your marker on the screen up there, if you've got that clicked, it records the automations for everything you do like that. It's cool. So that's it. So let's not. Right, we need a baseline now. So.
Are you going to put a rumble over that? Or are you happy with the rumble?
Yeah, do you want me to show everyone how to do a rumble, the boys and girls?
I think that's a really good idea. You haven't shown anybody this
yet.
Right,
so I'm going to get rid of that audio track so not to confuse. So all we got in our group track for drums is a drum rack track making a kick drum like that, okay? So what we're going to do now is go Control-T, make an audio track, set it to in, and put the audio to come from the drum rack you just created. So now it's going to be quite loud, but it's there. Okay, and if you can hear it. Oh, you can't actually. Yeah, you can hear it get a bit louder. Right, so the first thing we do is we'll put a rumble on it. Yeah, so we'll call the rumble. First thing's a rumble. Second thing I'll do is like a clattery thing. I don't really know how to call it really. Just hear it on techno, and this is kind of how I do it. So I'm going to get a really, where's the audio effects? That would help, wouldn't it? Reverb. Put a reverb on it. Make it quite big. Put it right dry, wet right up. So you got like that, right? And then what you do then is you get I've got to remember how I did this, an EQ. So all the reverb's getting is the bottom end of it. So you take the top end and take that right off with a filter. So you're getting that low rumble. And at this time you might even distort it. So I'll just do it all with Ableton stock effects at the minute. Overdrive. Oh, the amp's quite good. Have you seen the amp's quite? And there's one called pedal. God, sport for choice.
Yeah, I was literally about to say that.
I'd always go back to the first thing I was looking at, though. Do you know what I mean? I like that first thing I liked, but no, I'm going to put the pedal in there. I think I might change it in a sec. Put it after it. Always move things about in the. That's got a bit too much high then, so I'd have to end up rolling the bottom off. Let's put it back there again.
I don't think you're too far off. You just need a ULFO in it.
Yeah,
next.
and then what I'll do now is I'll put a. I won't put an LFO tool in. I'll do what I'll do the dog, not the donkey. No, I'll do the Ableton way of doing it with just a sidechain compressor. So I'll put a compressor in there. Open up that tab, hit sidechain, take the input from the drum rack, and that's the kick. So you've got to take, say, kick free effects, and that should then duck it.
There we go.
It's still quite. I'm going to stuck another EQ at the end of it. Don't forget to put more EQs on if you need to, just because I think I can sculpt it a bit more. There you go.
Yeah.
So even though you can't see it, look, there's a lot of high frequencies in that that I don't want.
Bit much.
Right, so we got a rumble.
And that's how you do a kick, a rumble kick.
And you also, so rename that Control R rum. Alright, and that's a rumble, and then do another one. And this one is going to be same setup again. So set it to in, take the extension in from the drum rack, and this time we're going to put a delay on it. And what we want this time, we don't want the bottom, we want the top. So we take all the bottom out of it and just get left with the top, and we'll send that into an unlinked 3/4. So that's like a clattery noise, you know. There you go. Speaks for itself. But you could put some distortion on that if you wanted to, you know. We get I don't know, saturator or something. No, the amp. I'll put the amp on. That's a bit better.
Oh, hello.
And you might need another EQ to control that.
I think it needs to come down a little in volume.
Yeah, it's actually a bit tinny, in fact. Sometimes it's better with like a clatter noise. So it.
It's alright.
That's better. Maybe not so much of a feedback. You know, and mess about that. And you can also do parallel. You know, sort of that's let's call it a clatter or something. I don't know, clatter. And then maybe a distorted one, but doing like a bit like New York compression, but New York distortion. Is it? I don't know. If that makes sense. Parallel anyway. So you're parallel processing this, like a bit like you do with a 303, isn't it?
DJ FX all says, love the trash too. Have you got the trash too? Have you got?
Yeah,
have
but I
you
was
played
trying to
with
do
the
everything with A-button and stuff,
Yeah.
but I got trash. Yeah, okay. This is. I haven't got trash too. I don't think I got trash. It's got trash. It's got standard trash.
I know the Crystal Method speak very highly of trash as well.
Trash.
Oh, he's not in there.
Sure, I've got it. Plugins, VST, effects, isotope, trash 2. Oh, it is trash 2.
It is trash 2.
There we go. So put trash 2 on there. The other way around this time doesn't really matter which order you do anything really. Leave that on the page so you can see it. Better turn it down before I do anything. Again, taking the input in from the drum rack, setting the things in. To actually put a preset on the trash might help. So what we're going to go for, see the presets on these are so nasty that aggressive, experimental, heavy, percussive, subtle. So you want to go subtle, start with subtle because it will really mess with. Oh fuck, see?
Original noise needs lifting. Trash a bit loud.
Yeah, it is at the minute. Don't really need a trash, it's already got distortion on it, really.
Really?
In all fairness, but we'll do it. Last, you could do that. You could put a distortion. I mean, what I'd normally use a distortion to be fair on it is. Let's just undo that again. Where is it? Control Z. No. Oh, where's all that gone then? Control Z. Oh no, that's it. Distortion. What I'd normally use instead of that trash 2 is that Manny Waves one. Do you know that one?
Is that the one knob?
No, this is a Manny M distortion from Waves Audio.
Oh yeah, the one knob.
It's not one knob.
No, there's a big one knob in the middle.
Oh, it's got one knob in the middle
Yeah.
of it. I see. That's not making it. It's still got a mid and a bit.
Yeah,
so you got
yeah,
more
yeah.
than. So that's the one I use normally. It's just like bang it out to fuck and then turn that all the way down. It's still. Where is it? There it is. You know, but we don't need that. Right, let's move on.
Okay, that's one kit crafted.
Yeah, what I might do as well, I'm sorry, a bit finicky, but I don't like, this is what I'll use something called an LFO tool for sidechaining, really. So what I'm going to do is use that, because I just don't like the sound of, it's not clean enough. This just cuts everything. As you can see, it's like an envelope. You just do that and do that. And then,
And
you,
then
can
it
get
does
away,
this.
you can get away with that then.
I also think you've got more shape to this one than you have to the other one.
Yeah, don't like a rumble either. Like the clatter. Anyway, it's not important.
Interesting percussive stuff going on there with the 2 and the 3.
Yeah, anyway. Stop fucking about with that. So let's get a bass line. Let's go in there and find a bass. Let's go for bass. Right.
Will it be Morgan's? Will it be Jen's? Will it be both? Wah.
So we've really haven't got any functioning bass like to fill the bottom end. So we'll move on from that. We'll choose something else instead.
Well, Marios has just put some samples in, so I'll get those over to you ASAP.
Okay.
Excuse me whilst I do my admin.
This is more musical to give us some inspiration. We've got everything's very clinical and there's nothing emotive. Some of the noises are emotive actually, but I like that as a bit more emotive than. See what we can do with that. Let's mess about with that and see what happens.
Warren did say he wanted to start with melody rather than the kick drum tonight. Almost fits.
Yeah. And what I'm going to do is drag every big transient to the closest thing I can see. Let's just start like that. Maybe I don't know. It's going to work.
Give it a listen.
Oh, it is. Look, it does work. There you go.
Seems to work.
So we'll try just warping it as well. I could do it. Right.
No.
No.
Hell no.
So sometimes it's better just to visualise it. You know, get in there and have a look at the transients and see if they need, you know, a bit of a tickle. And then maybe chop it at the fuck anyway. So I'll make a warp marker everywhere.
Okay, I believe we have vocal samples from Marios. They are coming over to you right now.
Nice. What I might do is chop this up using slice to warp marker and see if we can make something else out of it. Slice to new MIDI track with warp markers.
Apparently Morgan says it's a drone sample put through a modular synth using an envelope to chop it. I was going to say I quite like that.
Doesn't always work.
And that's the joy of music.
There you go. Happy little accident.
Tiny little bit of processing goes a long way.
Let's try to just sometimes just hit invert on some of them and not all of them. Just mess about like inverting them and changing the start point. And if you put them on forwards, you can like put them on, sorry, on the group. So you open up each clip at the same time and then put them both on launch of a quarter. You can change between them. So you got a bit more legs out of one riff that you've initially got, which is just one little line. Excuse me, belching. That's very rude. But yeah, so you got a couple of lines out of one line. It's always nice, isn't it? It's always
Variation
good
is
to get to,
key.
right, you know, more lines. Duplicate that. See if I can make another variation on it. What about just grabbing that and getting all those notes and just shifting them randomly like that, and then moving that to there. No, we're on next one.
It's almost Daft Punk. Kicks
It's almost
too hard for Daft Punk.
Yeah, so the thing is, you can always make them a bit distorted. You know. So we've got 3 variations on that one line now. Should we chance another one? Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for here, and then just let's grab those and go like that with those, and then do that with those. So we've got loads of riffs. Then we could also just put like follow commands on them, just so it don't bore you at all. So you go to take out the, I don't know, is it 4? I think 4. Next, no, let's make it 16. Actually, yeah, 16. Then it's kind of like logical, like a sort of. Oh, we got.
Let's fuck off.
Those are Marios's samples, I
Send you a
believe.
postcard. Both know I can be a cunt. Both know I can.
There we go. This is Marios's. This is
Yeah.
Marios's vocal samples now. So
Yeah.
we got It's Strictly Business MP3.
With me, it's strictly business.
So let's chuck that one in for now. And use Ableton's like getting it into thing with its warp marker skill thing that it does so well.
With me, it's strictly business. With me,
So first of all, grab that and make that. Don't have to have it on the one, but just go to the beginning of the transient of the vocals and put that
with
right.
me, it's strictly business.
Complex Pro, breaking up a little
With
bit.
me, it's strictly business.
Some
So
real
was it on its
problems.
own?
With me, it's strictly business.
Chop to fuck.
Yeah, so we could do complex.
With me, it's strictly business.
It's better,
That's it.
smoother.
It's also on the, so just lining up the, you can see where your little lines are, lining up the,
With me, it's strictly business.
Close enough.
With me, it's strictly business.
put an echo on into that business as well, maybe just to sort of like, so automate mixer and use one of our already there delays. Unfortunately, this isn't the group delay, so if you're tracking, you'll get, or you're ending your track and you want to fade out the vocals that are within the group will still have that delay on the tail, so you still have the tail, like.
With me, it's strictly business. With me,
More.
it's strictly
Louder.
business. With me, it's strictly business.
What another plugin I use is not an Ableton one, but I use for vocals. And I only ever use the first preset for everything. And that's a bit of shit. And you know, by no means a professional. I just do this for a laugh. But then just not stutter at it. What am I doing? Twat. Isotope Nectar, and the basic preset for Isotope Nectar. Let's just do it off a minute.
With me, it's strictly business.
And then turn it on.
With me, it's strictly business. With me, it's strictly business.
I might not even have that as a loop because that's just a one-off.
It's a bit much.
So you'd have like your
With me, it's strictly business.
Morgan's just put something in called SNY Baz. I think the kick's a little too distorted.
well, that's how it is. That's the way it is.
Is there
what
another
we
kick
could-
in there?
Yeah, there is. What we could do is
Kick feels too heavy for the melody we got going on at the moment.
yeah. So we could put that one to bed for now. So what we do, we'll just put those, group all those. You can now group within a group with Ableton. So we'll call that the hard kick. So hard kick. So we go in the thing now to disable that and find another kick. Actually move that MIDI groove down the bottom, that clip, so we don't hit it by accident, and find another kick.
Let's fuck off.
No, we have got another kick.
Both know I can.
That's nice.
Hmm.
Use that in a minute.
Kim, I
Problem.
love you, but you're driving me fucking mad.
Let's go show these cunts what we're made of then. Let's go show.
Pills got me up, but I needed a Charlie to stay sharp.
Right, the kick we're looking for, aren't we? So I can't
Yeah.
find a suitable kick at the moment.
No.
So I'm going to go into.
Somebody give us a kick.
Yeah, someone send us a nice. Well, right, send us a kick. Go with that.
Someone send us a kick. I mean, we can use the hard one for now and then replace it a little later. Kel Islam says maybe a little bit more cowbell. You need to send the cowbell in. If you send the cowbell in, we will use it, or maybe not.
Anyway, we've got let's just use a place marker as a kick. We'll just get another kick for now. We now got time, so I'm going to go in club sounds, Vengeance club sounds. Good old Vengeance. Those are all heavy.
Yeah, just.
It sounds like it says trancey, but
I know. I hate using anything with the word trance.
yeah, no,
but
but
if it fits,
it's just a drum. It's only suggestion. It's not like a, you know.
We could rename it.
Yeah, exactly. We go to C2. Is it? Yeah, that's the one.
Loud.
Very loud. Is it C2 or is it 3-3 in it? Maybe.
Hey, Tony Duncan in the building.
C3 in it. Of course, it's C3.
Tony, send us some samples and we'll use it in the track we're making. Much more suited to that melody.
Right. So
Much more.
let's go back in there. I'm going to get that.
Well, that
where
perk.
is it? That yeah, that little.
PERCS down a bit. There you go.
So I've got a perk track there. So I'm going to put that into the audio track in the percussion one.
Damn it, Tony, that's so sucky.
What's that?
Tony's at work, so he can't send us any samples. Have you not got your music laptop at work? Why not? It's long.
It is, isn't it? Wonder if it changes in it. No.
Nope.
So what's the
Just take a tiny bit, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's going to loop that bit.
Yeah.
Save electric. Save energy, man.
Yeah.
Just loop like 1 to 5.
Yeah.
This goes up to 165, like 3 minutes of the same percussion.
Do you reckon he recorded that in?
This is actually an Aphex twin track.
Stick the blue glitch
Yeah.
over it, might be.
Yeah, it's his latest material. It's just literally a hi-hat just going over and over and over for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Right.
somebody else's music I don't really get. I mean, I understand it, I see its place, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
I do. It depends what it is, but I don't like stuff that's a bit like press and play because sometimes you just have the same thing, which is all right if you're on drugs.
Hmm. But if you're not,
that is purely drugs because you can dance to a generator, which is
Yep,
almost the same thing. But
Yep.
I like a little bit of variation.
correct.
Even that warehouse techno, you get like stuff that my mate Jimage does with Ollie Brand,
Hmm.
and it's like that real, but it is purest warehouse techno. There are no breaks in it.
Yeah.
Then might go with a hi hat going,
Yeah.
right, just
For like 6
mental.
minutes, no break.
I don't know what label that was. Red Alert, is it?
Fine.
No,
No, that's
no.
no Red Alpha next time. Then.
Nah. Anyway. So we've got that.
So it looks
What I
like we're
might
making
do
a
is put,
trance track.
I'm not gonna do side chaining because I don't side chain. I LFO tool. Get LFO tool. It's that. You put and it's on all the time. You ain't got to worry about putting a dummy kick in and all that malarking. Worry about if your track's actually got the dummy kick running through it because you normally have a blind kick. If you want things to go pump
Yeah.
without the kick playing,
Yeah.
you put a blind kick in that
Yeah.
runs through the whole track.
Yeah.
But without,
Use LFO tool, people.
I might be a bit too drastic, but I can pull that back. And I'll put an EQ on that, see what bottom end that's got, 'cause it sounds quite bottomy, so I just... Yeah, there's a lot of bit of rumble there, look, so I'll just roll that off. There is an EQ on the percussion track, but I just like to... each track to EQ.
I'm not sure if this is a statement or a question. Ron says use tape delays. On what? For
On-
what?
On what? On what?
Yeah.
On what? Specifically, it needs to be a bit more
It's
specific.
specific than that, yeah. Don't forget
Use tape delays.
on what? You're gonna have to be a bit more specific
The
because
thing with using a delay, you always got to be careful with delay because it will
I don't like
soon.
tape
It will
delays.
soon. No, but any delays, tape delays, any kind
They
of
keep
delay
going.
will. Yeah, but it will
It
take
just
over.
gets
Takes
bigger.
over a track.
Mhm.
So.
I don't like tape delays at all.
Well, it depends how far. You say you don't like tape delays, but it depends how long you put the feedback. So if you've got a tape delay with a short feedback, then it's no different to any delay. It's just another way of doing it.
Most of my delays come from Chaos pads.
No, the feedback. So like
Yeah,
feedback,
but I
as in
don't
like you
have-
go
I
boom,
don't- I
boom,
don't- I
boom,
don't have
boom,
access
boom, long
to that.
feedback, or boom, boom, short feedback.
I don't have access to that. I don't. Literally, it's just the XY, which is more.
Yeah, but you should be able to tell you how long it's going to go on for. That's essentially what it is, and how loud it is, what the BPM is of the delay, and how long it delays for. So if you've like Pink Floyd, it delays for like 5 or 6 seconds, and if you're someone making techno, you don't want the delay to go on for 5 seconds. It'll take over the track and then give you mud in the bottom end. So like, yeah, I mean, I use delays, but I generally use delays when there's space. If there's something that's cutting off abruptly, I might stick an automated delay on it to make space to go off of it. And I know you can
It
use
says on the percussion.
on the percussion. Yeah, you could do, yeah, but again, it will just, like, the more you fill up the track now, so the idea with percussion, and if you're putting percussion in, is not to fill up all the space immediately. So you've got one line of percussion. So if you want some variation of a little bit more cut percussion, and you've put a tape delay on that percussion, and it's filling up even more space, what room have you got to add more interesting percussion? Do you get me?
Yep.
So it's all very well adding it, but if you add that, then, I've already got... I've got Insta delay.
An Instagram delay.
Yeah. What I might do with that is do some transient shaping on that percussive audio line thing. And shorten it. I might flatten it actually. I might flatten it. Let's freeze it and flatten it, see what happens. Freeze, flatten. And you can do this trick with Ableton where you make everything short and snappy. So you changed it to beats, make it, yeah, and then go forward and take that bit out. Nasty click on that. Whoa, nasty. Yeah, we'll undo all that. I don't like the click on that. There's a click on it I don't like. It's because it's not on the transient properly. Doesn't matter too much. And freeze.
Where did that go then?
Slice 13 maybe. Oh.
Okay, more samples coming at you.
Nice.
There you go, cowbell, kick 1, 2, 3, pitched, stab, and stab 2.
Let's isolate that a minute. It's that one. Slice 9. Ah, you bugger. Slice 9's clicking because it's not on the transient nicely. Maybe.
Another one, Morgan.
Maybe 8. Sorry about this. Oh, here we go. Oh, sorry, it's just going. If it clicks, it goes. I'm not having that. I've got enough.
Alright, we got a couple of kicks coming at you. Nice, what did you put over it? Oh, delay. Damn it. That kick is much better. Anyway, we've got a few more kicks in, so if you want to peruse.
Well, we've got one now. Moving on. Don't go backwards. Too late.
Apparently you guys were too late, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can't move backwards. It's not going to be there all day, wouldn't you? It's 8 o'clock already. Do you know what? We can't. You know, we've got a kick now. It fits.
Let's try that.
Kane, I love you, but you're...
No one threatens me. Let's fuck off.
See what happens with this line a minute. Might be a bit. So then we could add something like the blue over that to make it a bit more.
Or
So-
Tantra.
Yeah. Tantra's a bit
Trancy.
trancy, yeah. What you can do with Tantra, which is nice. What you can do with Tantra, which is cool, is you can add it over a break and make a kind of percussive line over it that's the same as your break. So you got
I
like
feel
this.
like you're about to show us.
Take this and then put Tantra over it. Actually, let's make a duplicate. So we've got Tantra, one without Tantra, one with. I know it's got a dry wet, but. And then the one with Tantra on it, which is that one. Open up a preset.
Tony says, not sure that works, so I'm guessing he may have put something somewhere. Don't put the thread in, don't put the comment in the thread for YouTube. Pop it over here, people. Pop it in there.
Yeah, so you can kind of make a. It's better with a break, really. So if you've got a drum break, you can chuck Tantra over it.
Stick an amen in.
Yeah, no, maybe not such an amen. Maybe a break beat.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, undo.
Overall.
Those are breaks. 6. Break beats. 140 BPM break. So you can put that in. Solo that a minute. And then make that a duplicate of that. And put that tantra in there that we had a minute ago. Where's that? Oh, did I delete it?
Does look that way.
No, there it is. Okay. So we just get rid of that in a second.
Yeah, that break was tasty. I don't have that vengeance pack, so guess what I'm searching for when I go in.
So we've got that 2 tracks the same. One's got tantra on it. So there's your breakbeat track playing on its own. And there's the same breakbeat loop, but with tantra on it. And it just adds a layer over it.
And how does that sound with our kick?
I'd have to put an EQ on it because we've got a kick already.
Pull the bass out.
Yeah, just roll the bass off of that. Anytime you're using a loop, you don't have to do it with the tantra one because it's going to be.
Which is what we're looking for.
I mean, I wasn't putting that loop in to go with it.
Yeah, no, I just
was
wondered what it would sound like.
demonstrating.
It's not great.
No, it doesn't really go.
No. Swing and a miss on that one. Swing and a miss.
So we get one of those percussion. So we weren't going to put that. We don't need to put that on there because it sounds like it's got tantra on it already.
Yeah, it does.
Do you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
a really bad example to use. So no, it was for doing that demonstration.
Yeah.
Very quiet as well. Never be afraid to just use the volume slider on Ableton inside the clip. Just save you overriding your thing. I was going to put it on this. That'd be even more wishy-washy then, wouldn't it? We'll see what happens. See if it vanishes.
Just straight going to put it over it. God, we are right in the trance track now, aren't we? Ron says, bring the delay down a little. On what, Ron? Again, be specific. Don't forget there's a time lag between what we say, what you
delay
say.
on the lead or the delay on what?
Yeah. Don't forget there's a delay.
Because there is a delay, but it's actually on the tantra. That's what it's doing.
As in, like, when we say something, it goes out, and 10 seconds later you hear it, and then so the chat moves on quickly. So you need to be really descriptive about what you want us to pull the delay back on or push it on.
Yeah, cool. Let's see what it's waiting for Ron.
Oh no, carry on.
We're just going to wait for Ron.
We're going to wait for Ron. See,
Yeah.
see, this is the delay on the beat. Oh, okay.
On the beat.
On the beat. Have you got your rumble in that?
Hang on, sorry. No, that's how that sounds. Ron. That there. Is that this is all the drums on their own. And this is it with that percussive line. What delay do you want me to turn down?
Percussion. Unfortunately, it's locked in, I believe.
What do you want me to turn down, Ron? On delay down a little on the percussion. What delay? See that? Nothing. Look for a delay tail. I think what you'll find is that the delay is on this percussion is on this percussion loop.
Yeah, it's built into the loop.
What I could do is increase the LFO tool to like that. Ron? What do you think? What do you want me to do? Change the percussion altogether. Let's get something that's not got an inbuilt
No. Keep
bounced
that.
reverb
Keep
tail
that.
on it.
No. Keep that.
Are
Keep
we-
that. It works. It works.
Because there's no delay on anything, Ron. More delay, lay. Anyway, about this time of night, I like to. Yes. I got a really good kalimba for Christmas. Did I tell you? I showed you my kalimba.
Yeah,
But
you
my
showed
stepson
me,
got me
yes.
it. Sam.
There you go.
And it's a thank you very much, Sam. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Sam, for getting me this. And Merry Christmas, Jack, and Peaches as well, obviously. I'm not doing any shout outs because anyway, but yeah, it's a really, really quality kit. It was all completely tuned in to start with. Don't know if you can hear that. but it's absolutely tuned, and it's got little vibrato holes on the back. So you got. Anyway, so expect to see that coming up. I think. Oh, you can talk into it now, don't I? But yeah, it's really smart, man. So I was going to sort of record that, but I haven't got any microphones on.
Jen says that's a proper tuned one, isn't it?
It is. It's got it all written on there as well. Like, you know, and you got a little hammer. We thought it was the hammers to play it with. It's not. It's to bang them backwards and forwards to tune it, which you don't need to do because it's. I'm tuning my guitars a bit. I really am. Do you know what I mean? Or I checked it first of all, setting the tuner, but yeah, using a proper tuner, and then compared what I had my guitars with that, and it's absolutely bang on. Excuse me. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So we got no delays on the percussion, Ron. It's just a side chain. There's delay on this. That could even have. See, that's interesting. So you could put an LFO tool on that now. Look, let's see what that sounds like. Just because it's there.
Hey Todd, how's it going?
So it doesn't fight with the kick. Oh, that's the same one. Sorry, wrong one. That's the percussive line. Put it on the synth. It's a little bit drastic. And a high tool. Sounds like it's got a disco feel, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's gone from being a hard track to a kind of light track, but that is not a problem. Okay, a few more samples in the sample pool.
Yeah, have you got any more percussion? I could do a underneath that one. See, coming out next. You can hear it already, can't you? I'll tell you what I'm going to do first of all. I'm going to get all those vocals that made up.
Could the music go up a volume a little bit?
Yeah. How's that?
I reckon you can pump it a touch more. Yep. Whoa. Yep.
You've got to remember, this is just like 3 elements in the track, so you don't want to be getting to 0. We don't want to be at 0 already, because if we get to 0, where are you going to go then? You know, you can't get any higher, man.
We can try.
So I'm just going to put all the vocals in there. So we got It Strictly, Drive Me thing. These cunts
Yeah, they're all very longly labelled. I would not make my samples quite that long.
Listen to me, you stupid cunt. Oh no.
Wrong one.
Something's gone down the wrong way, look.
Ooh.
Excuse me. Right. Oh, let's fuck off. Another one. It's quite a lot of vocal samples.
Thank you very much, Jen, for the feedback, by the way. That's exactly what we need. Let us know if something is lacking, and we shall try and attend it.
We don't want feedback like...
No.
Like that. I can be a cunt. I can see the theme. There's a theme here, isn't there?
Yeah. You got it. Where did you get it from, Marios? It was Green Street or something, was it?
Oh, is it Green Street? Do you know they filmed Green Street down the road at Westbury Station? There's a fight scene on it.
Okay.
And it's filmed at Westbury. We watched it out my window. I was working at this call centre.
Nice.
Selling fax marketing. Fax marketing. Imagine I was to sell fax marketing. So I'd sell, but hey man, do you want to send like really, really annoying faxes to one of to customers everywhere and piss the fuck out of them? Like,
That was you.
Yeah, B2B it was, business to business.
Okay.
Fax marketing. God.
That must have been soul destroying.
One person, like one business, was so pissed off. They sent us an endless stream of faxes that we couldn't switch off, and we were unable to switch our fax machines on for a week. Every time you turn them on, it got dispatched to this one guy over and over and over and over.
That's brilliant.
I think that's when they quit. They had some kind of technology centre in Cardiff to send them all.
That is...
Did he call me a sausage? That's the best one so far.
Did he call me a sausage?
Huh?
Is it Green Street or something like that?
It must be. I think it's about football violence, isn't it? It's Green Street.
Yeah.
Or soccer.
Dynamics in the building. Oh, Rise of the Foot Soldier. Okay, so same sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And Rasta Bastard's turned in as well. Rasta Bastard, yep, that's it. Rasta Bastard sound system.
We've had that perk anyway, so we've got all the vocals. Just put the vocals in because I can sometimes do that. If I'm going to choose vocals, I'll just chuck them all in and sort that in a minute.
Yep.
I just like to get things done. What have we got? We need there's another percussion on, isn't there? Ah, hi-hat, here we go. Yeah, so what we might do is start off with that. So, as it's developing, you think, well, I won't start with a percussion line. I'm going to start with a simple hi-hat. And because someone kindly sent one in.
Is it there?
Yeah, we just got to that.
Barely hear
Yeah, I know. At the moment, it's a grower, not a shower.
it. Ah.
Uh-huh. So what I'll do now is I'll have that hat in there. Look at it, it's really quiet. So I'll turn it right up.
Quiet.
Yeah, but again, this is someone who is thinking about what they're doing with their mix, and he's not taking all the headroom up.
Not
I mean,
like me. Whack it up to 11.
that's a little bit
Quiet.
quiet,
It is a little bit quiet.
but it's not going to turn it up. So we got that. So what I generally do is, see if you're in this group track here, let's open this up a little bit. In this group track here, close the group, it's closed, there you go, close group, open group. At the moment we've got MIDI and we're not doing anything. I'll just delete anything on we're not using, even though I'd normally have them left in there just to use. So you've got a hi-hat there, that's this one. So we'll probably do an offbeat hi-hat in a minute, because that's on the beat, that one. And then you got this one that comes in with that. But if you hit that, you lose that one. So what I sometimes do is either, and I normally do the latter one, but you can either remove the stop button, or you can just basically duplicate that clip, and then in that one is just hitting those two. So now when I play my launch pad and collapse all these clips up.
Jen says, noise floor is kind of high. Anyone else hear a high-pitched sound?
That's probably the microphones.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 and pull the faders down. If I go 1, 2, 3 and pull the faders down, it's gone. It's just basically the preamps on the faders on the mixer. There's nothing we can do about that. If we go 1, 2, 3, was it gone then? If it was, and it's just the things. What we can do is, no, we can't actually. I've got a limiter, but it's mono. Is that there?
They were at 5. Slap those up a bit. They were about there.
Yeah, that's what it is, because Mark's got the faders up so high on 5. And yeah, I know, but the preamp is up to 7 or 8. Look,
Yeah,
just to hear it.
It was either that or it wasn't coming through over here. If you want to change that in some way. Anyway, it's just a little hum. Deal with the hum.
Yeah, it's literally just the preamps on this Soundcraft mixer. That's very loud. Oi, look, see, I can make it red line. I can make it.
Don't shout.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's
1, 2, 1, 2.
How's that now? Is that any better? What I could do maybe is take the treble off. Does that help? Let's see if it does. Just going to roll the treble off those channels. Just roll the top end off of our mic there. Can you still hear us all right? Has the hiss gone down? Yes, you're bad actually, Jen. You are bad. And don't do it again. It's very naughty. Wrong camera. No, it's fine. It should be a little bit better. But anyway, we've got disco fucking house track coming on.
Loving it.
Okay, so there's a 303 line there which is very repetitive. So I might just put some. I've got something that's really ancient, and I've had to put it into something called J Bridge, which sounds like a building rapper, a rapper that likes building like bridges. But J Bridge is a thing you can put 32-bit plugins in and play them on a 64-bit machine. And on that J Bridge, I've got something called I can't remember what it's called now. Super Trigger. Super spelled S-U-P-A Trigga, T-R-I-G-G-A. Super Trigger. And it's really good. It's a really subtle. It can be mental, but you can have it really subtle. So I put it on a track. Is that the wrong one again? Put it on a track, on that 303 track, and you can control it. There's not actually got a GUI. You just basically use. It has got one, but I don't think Ableton even picks it up now. So I'm going to have the granularity, which means how many things it does it to say, I don't know, 8 maybe? Rearrange probability, not 94%, but only maybe 13%. Reverse probability about the same as well. Slow probability about the same. Repeat about the same. On the settings it's got, it just does it all the time. But if you got it like this every now and again, obviously leave instant stuff and maybe silence. No, I don't know. Instant slow, you don't want any instants on. Everything you want is the probability ones. And then when you go on that track, now this is it off. And then when you turn it on, it get. So every now and again you get this wonky bit. And then just experiment with the probability settings. So you get something you like. And as we've got every track's got its own send. And on the send I've got like my favourite one is when it goes do 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 as a delay. So I got that delay on my little. Just keeps it a bit more interesting, but it's subtle. It's not like the blue glitch, which is a bit wayward, isn't it? Tends to just get on it, doesn't it, Mark?
What's that?
The blue glitch is a bit kind of like.
I like the blue glitch,
It's
but
good.
I can't use it. I'm a Mac user. God damn it. So pissed off about that. Evening, John Alchemy. How are you?
John Alchemy. Right, here we go. Let's go look in the folder for some more simples. What else we got there? We got all those. Very hard kicks.
Listen.
I like that. So we're going to go into the red track now. Red track and the blue track had a race. Just drop this sample straight into here and turn this noise into a synth. So now we enable the play on that. So we're there on C. Do maybe a version of that which is diddle it. Let's hit that. Diddle it. Oh shit! No, not that. I get like fat fingers on doing it, but like grab the wrong finger. Make them short. We want something to like a question response one on this one, so I'll put that on the same line as this, if you get me. So I'll make another track. We're going to get another one of those noise samples that Jen made on an ARP 2600, just in case anyone missed the beginning. That might do actually, and it's in the right pitch. Let's have a look.
John, send us a file. Send us a file. Sample a file. Send it to us.
So if I look at that and see where that is, and open that up like that, and then record in there, I can see. And go into that, and then we got. What I might do is make like, I want to do another one with different variations. I'm going to duplicate that, so at the end of it, it's going to go. And what I normally do like is change the brace and just work on the bit I want to listen to. I need to be a little bit.
Yeah, thought so.
What's that then?
Got a little bit of a left-right thing going on. It's done now.
Oh, yeah, that was just. Let's get that off of there. Don't need that on there.
1, 2, yeah, much better.
So I just did a little triplet thing there. Well, not triplet. It's just a row. It's a triplet. If you don't give a fuck about music as a triplet, I mean, it's three things together. Which, could, if they felt like calling themselves a triplet, who might have say they're not a fucking triplet?
3 together. That's a
It's
triplet.
3 things together
That's a
in my
triplet.
books. If that wants to be known as a triplet,
We should call it a
we
triplet.
could. Yeah, it's up to it. It's up to it.
Yep.
I like that. I want to do that. Oh, let's get right into it. That's too much. Oh, I don't know. I'm being too finicky. No.
That works.
That's better. That's what I was thinking of. Don't know why I couldn't just do it. Right, anyway, so we got a new thing there. So the first bit in that red channel. Stop everything we got.
With me, strictly business.
So I'm not a fan of on the one hi-hats. But then
Don't
think
do
it
it.
was like shit of me to just do this. So I'm not, and that's me.
Works
I
for
don't,
me.
I can't, I just. It's like on the,
Military.
it's like snares on the
Yeah.
one. Oh no, I can't handle high frequencies on the one.
No, tell me about it.
I'm like the, do you remember like Vic Reeves and he had the guy who's scared of chives? He was a
Oh,
little
yes.
professor guy with a comb over
yeah,
with the glasses, and they
Fucking
held
hell,
up a
you're going back
stick
some.
with some chives on it, and he was like terrified of it, but he liked something else. I think I don't know what it was.
Pass.
So if anyone in the chat knows, right, what the guy that was scared of chives, doctor's coat, glasses, comb over, terrified of chives, what was his name?
Was
And
Vic and
what
Bob's
what
Big
did he
Night Out,
like?
wasn't it?
Yeah, no,
Was it Big
Yeah,
Night Out?
it might have
Big
been.
Night Out?
yeah. Or was it the smell of Reeves and Mortimer?
It might have been, actually. That's even further back.
Hmm. Anyway, so we're digressing, which I do. 'Cause
No, that sounds much better.
so we've already got a
Apparently, Terry says his name was Les.
Les. That's it.
Vic Reeves.
With me, strictly business. Strictly. With me,
John Alton says, drain that siren with Valhalla reverb and gate the volume in 16ths. Instant sigh. Then no, John.
No. No. I've got Valhalla actually.
Well, slap it over it, see what it sounds like.
Mm.
Chances are we're probably not going to use it though, John. That's
What I'll do
fucking-
then is I'll group those two tracks because they'll probably be in the same thing. So even though, just in case I add more to it, so we'll call those noise synths group. Control
Grouping
R,
groups.
noise synth group. So. Okay, so I've got those in there. We put that on that group.
Let's have a look at the Valhalla then. And there he is.
So he's Valhalla Room. I don't know if that's the same one you're on about, but I got this because it. Yeah, this is the one you can do. What's this, the preset on it? That's. Isn't it Spectral or something like that? And it sounds a bit like. That's what I was on about earlier. Blue Sky Audio.
Yep.
Yeah, it's one of them. So I don't know. And you said put a gate on it.
Yeah, gate the volume in 16ths. Instant sigh.
Because I could do that with the LFO. tool.
LFO tool, yeah.
This looks like a job for LFO tool. Instead of like trying to make dials and knobs do, just draw it. I don't know if I'll say
That's
that.
live cut.
I'm sorry, I know that's because I'm blind. Live cut's quite. Do you ever remember live cut? Maybe that is nice for a bit of variation. Let's see what that sounds like on its own. See, it cuts it right out.
It's better, it's not quite so relentless. Whoa!
So we've got presets that are like that, haven't we?
I can't see Fox Family's. Jen says, hi, Fox Family. I can't see his name pop up, but well done for welcoming people to the thread, Jen. No, we haven't had-
Transgate, here we go.
We have a helicopter going on above us. Somebody's doing something they shouldn't do. We're not writing a trance track, John. John, stop suggesting trance tracks. I mean, it works. Jordan, I'm not even too sure what a rock DJ master is. See, John Alchemy's loving it. But then he's a trance head, so he's gonna love it. Actually, it's loads less
Right,
relentless.
so let's go for bass. Now, we haven't got a... This is going to be a functioning bass line. And what to start off with is just low end, because you've got to have low end on a bass line, I think, anyway, I don't know.
There's some low endy in the samples.
Oh, is there?
There
I'll
is.
do that if there is. I mean...
No one threatens me.
Low endy. Can we turn those into a bass line?
Yeah,
Oh,
but
might
it's a
do.
bit-
7. Oh, I like the stabs. Jen, thank you for the stabs. We've got to put the stabs in.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's tweet
No, let's get a bass line first.
bass line. So...
Bass line. Sample 7.
We're just going to put what I call a bread and butter bass, and that's not a bread and butter bass. That probably sounds different, but just a functioning bass line. And put low end into it, so it doesn't sound quite so. Right. So what I can do is
Good
my
noise.
go-to is something which is an Ableton thing, just because it makes massive bass really, but you can make it do anything. An operator, so I'm going to chuck operator, and even on its simple first preset, you know, you can. That's a bit low. No, sorry, everyone. You know what I mean? That's a rumbler.
Catch you later, John Alchemy. Thank you very much for dropping by and dropping a sigh sound in.
Make got some low end now. Huh. No, that's because the reason that's making that noise is because it's still connected to the. So when I press this,
Right.
it's
Okay.
burning the operator. Just turn the. No.
That's why the pads play the hydrosynth.
So that's lost that. See that now? See that chief synth? Because we've got Tantra on there, we now know that it's probably not a good idea using it. It's an interesting thing.
I don't know, it's a bit more with Tantra.
Yeah, I don't know. I might go back and just use that. See, you know, this here was just a good. But it's not really fitting with the track now, so you never be afraid to go back and undo what you've done. Just chuck it in the bin. Seriously. Yeah, I mean, that's cool, and it looks a good example of doing MIDI slicing and thing to make new stuff. But when the shift cinch isn't working as it is, let's put it back in again and give it another go. Let's make it alphabetical, and we'll find it. There we go. So I'm just literally going to get that we spent ages doing and just delete it. I think it needs really to be cohesive rather than twisted. I went straight for the twist and didn't let it just do its thing for a bit.
Far too soon.
That sounds alright, that pitch, doesn't it? That BPM. What's this original BPM? That's 105 BPM, eh? Mm.
Jen says track's developing nicely. Thank you very much, Jen.
Sometimes if you've got a pamper that repeats itself and you're trying to get it locked in, it's better to do it in a short space rather than a longer space, because then it's quicker and you can just get on with your life. Because life's too short. Next minute you're 55. Like looking at this year, 2023, I'm going to be 56.
Scandalous.
That's nearly Heinz varieties.
Yes.
That's 57.
One more.
Is that how many it is it?
Well, after
Did you do that in your head?
I did. No,
Did
I
you?
had to use my fingers, man. I had to use my fingers.
Right, so we've still got the yellow photo on. No, we haven't. Oh no, let's put that back on just to give it, just to take it away from the kicks, really, because most dance music is kicks. Sorry, I'm in the wrong folder. I've got all this like favourites, so I've got like green is effects and Ableton devices is yellow and stuff, which is nice. I'm sure you'll agree. Everyone have a good Christmas then, or whatever you do at this time of year every year. And then he said, like, is everyone a good Christmas, or like, whatever you do, like Christmas? But it's, no, it's consumerist crap, in all seriousness. I really, you know, it's not a soapbox, but I think that Christmas is consumerist crap, and I kind of go along with it in a way because my loved ones like it, and that, you know, just because I care for them more than I care for the fact that I don't like Christmas. It makes sense.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of people do that. Just go along with it. Just go along with the motion. So if we all said at once, like, we don't buy this consumerist bullshit, we're just going to get pissed up and watch some telly, and you know, but just don't buy so much, man, and like recycle things and use the same bags next year for each other and stop sending Christmas cards.
In fact,
And filling your fridge up. You don't need to fill your fridge up. It's only like a day.
if you get something at your birthday, keep the wrapping paper and then use it again at Christmas.
Ask people what they want. Get them to send you a link to what they want. Then you buy what they want, and then they're not going to sell it on Marketplace for half its value.
That's true.
There's what loads of things. Christmas, fuck Christmas. Sorry, no, but it is. It's all right. It's good for the kids, isn't it?
It's
Kids
good for
love
the
it.
kids. Yeah, kids love it.
But then that programs them. It's good for the kids programming. Nice one, thanks. Fuck. It's just you
That's
can't-
if you've got kids.
You can't
I mean,
put it any way, can you? Yeah, you did a safe thing there, Mark.
I did indeed.
You know.
Don't have the kids, you don't have the trouble.
Oh, here we go. What's this then? We got.
Like Ghostbusters.
I have to pitch it differently. Let's put another track in. The whole track there.
Yeah, that's from Mayday, isn't it?
And I see those are bits together with things. We'll avoid that then. We want to make something that's a bit more.
How's your fancy?
What's that thing I had a minute ago? I mean, that's nice, but it will fill up
Loads of space.
loads of room. I mean, that's something. Ah, here we go. We've got a cowbell. So with this cowbell, what I'm going to do is make it into a similar thing to that kick drum I did, and that's just open up, double click on the where it says MIDI on Ableton, and you can throw a sample into the space down there, and it makes it into a sample which you can play after turning the volume down, and then. What I might do again, I like doing this because I like to keep the fidelity of the sample original, so I'm going to group it to a drum rack, and that means when I hit it, that's how it should be. I might put the release up a little bit so it plays the whole thing this time. So the next thing, what I'll do is duplicate those again, because we're going to need those again, and then in this one here, put in a MIDI track, or just play it in. Just play it in, it's going to be somewhere like on the MPC. Oh shit, I keep putting that keyboard on there, it's going to mess up the thing. Mess up the feng shui. Let's put it on the neutron. No one's using that at the minute. Yeah, keyboard stuff. Right.
Okay, Morgan's just loaded up another sample. Give me 2 minutes, Morgan, and I'll go and get that.
I mean, you could put some delay on that 'cause it sounds a bit dry, but if you do that again, you're taking up, using up space in your mix. You know, someone said like only have Dominic was saying only have 5 things happening at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm really guilty of just layering stuff up and that, but I'm still a 15-year-old punk in my garage with a beating up old guitar and a shitty little fucking, not even that, just a drum kit and a guitar and shouting. You know, I'm still there, so I'm a little bit rough and ready, but yeah, it should do it. And but then when you do it, you end up with an empty sounding track. I do anyway, so I'm not very good at that balance and stuff. I need to learn that or something, but I don't know. I might do a variation, so I'll duplicate that loop. And then add another one in there, and another couple.
Oh, get the stabs in.
Okay, stabs next. We're going to put them. Where do stabs go? They go in lead. So what I normally do, I don't know if it's OCD. See the colours? Red, yellow, green, orange, blue, red, yellow, green. They're basically the same. You can't see this now, but if you could, on my launch pad, I've got like stickers on there that I've got from a stationer's, and that's the only colours they do. And because I know I'm going to be making different tracks and I might not put the same things in the same place all the time, I thought colour coding would be the best way to go years ago. So all my group tracks are red, golden, and it means, you know, that, yeah, I know where I am kind of thing. I put like drums in that one, percussion in that one, bass in that one, a melody like guitars, pads and things in there. Lead, I normally put my 303s in the blue one. The red one I normally put like lead synths and stuff like that, vocals and effects, and that's it. I mean, if there's nothing else in the track, and I'll put like, you know, spot effects in there and sweeps and things as well, being this one here. But it's all neatly packaged so that you know where it is all the time, and every time you go to do something, you haven't got to create a group track and put a filter in it and da-da-da. And then you spend half your life doing that, putting the same things every time, because that's what you do. You know, but I do also write out of what I call the box, which my version of out of the box is out of this paradigm. And doing something with just an audio track and a MIDI track and no delays, no sends, and I'll do it that way as well, just to create differently. But if I want to make something like we're doing now, and because I work all the time, I haven't got time to be that creative. I have to just do it. I just want to wash it. It's like Timote. Basically, my setup
Wash and go.
is basically conditioner included with the shampoo. You know,
Like it.
yeah. I never thought of it like that before. It's nice, isn't it? So stabs in the red one. We'll maybe make it as a different bit that doesn't go along with that. Or you can obviously duplicate and have it where in your group you've got, I don't know, one time it's playing that lead. Oh, play. Yeah, so it's playing that lead. And then you might want to do your stabs next. So we'll put in a MIDI track, Control Shift T, and open up the bottom bit and get those stabs. Stab. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Pump up the jam. Isn't it? Great drum rack. Should we do it with drum rack?
So Jen supplied the stabs as well as the cowbell. So thanks for that, Jen.
And then you can just like edit it, you know, no one's perfect. I might actually just take it from, no. What? I could... Not down. Maybe it's that way. So all the time I'll often copy the first phrase because it's the question response, and the question in Dance Me is often the same question every fucking time. And like it gives a response and you think, well, he's answered your question, just shut the fuck up. But no. maybe it's like dunk, dunk. Just take that middle one out. Hang on. No, it's just one. I'm going to go up there again with that one. Same again, not just the offbeat on that one. No, delete. That is a bit loud and piercing. There you go, turn it down a bit. So I'll have one with those together, and I'll do another one with it on its own. So you can go like. That stabber definitely needs it. That definitely needs a delay. See.
Delay doesn't hurt.
Just its own little one, just a little tickety. Sometimes I don't often. It's very, very rare. I'll put a delay on a track or any spatial stuff on a track itself. I know people do, but in certain situations like this, where I don't want to use up a send, because if I use a send, it will cut through when I filter it out from the track, and I can only affect the send on the group track and filter out and not affect it, if you get me. So I'm going to give this its own delay. There's a new pedal, isn't they, just called delay on. I'm using Ableton 10. I'm not upgraded yet, so it's working. There's nothing else it needs to do for me.
Andrew Fox earlier said he was still using Live 8. There's nothing wrong with using Live 8 at all. It's a very, people have used it for a long time.
So we're talking about this feedback one there, Mark.
Mm.
So if you got like, turn it off, you don't want it to take over and keep going past the next ones. And it's not a ducking delay, so what you can do is so it's not a side chain delay, so what you can do is you can change the feedback. So you've had it where it was before, look. Oh, hang on. It's loads, isn't it? So if you take the feedback back, that's how long it goes on for. It's just subtle in the background there, see? What might do with that? See that?
Cowbell's horrific. Just like any cowbell sounds donkey as fuck. Like, it really does. No, cowbells suck. Honestly, Jen. I will have in words about that cowbell you just put in. I'm sure Fnatic 12,000 is going to be amazingly happy with it, but they just sound so donkey.
Is it Jen just flirting with Steph? Is that all it is? Is she just going like, "Hey, look, I've done a cowbell"?
Who knows?
Notice me, Steph.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe
like,
there's some romance there.
Trying to please Stefano. Yeah,
Jen,
nice.
let us know if you're interested in Stefan, and I'll try and set that up for you.
Yeah, it can be done. It can be arranged.
But honestly, cowbells are horrific.
No, they're not. They're
They are. And everybody loves the 808.
The thing is, though, I mean, if you were playing out in a band,
donkey.
I've got to be honest with you, if you was a drummer, right, when I've seen drummers do this, you'd have a bit of sellotape with some foam to like. So let's see if we can get it to sound a little bit. Well, do we want it to cut through the mix, or do you want it to like do you want it a bit like duller?
I want cowbells eradicated
so we can EQ
off the
it.
fucking
We can EQ
planet.
it, so you can make it sound a bit more like it's got.
Want any cowbells? Just reminds me of animals walking through a field. Like, no! Stick a tantra over it. Turn it into not a cowbell.
I was a bit subtler because it's got no like upper end like gang. Just pulled it back in the mix a bit, so it's a bit more filly. There you go.
Here you go. Time for change. Here is a link for the place to which to post.
Right, what else we got in there?
No fucking cowbells.
More cowbells, because
No,
when we got
no.
it's like very, very samey. It sounds the same.
No, all
We want a
cowbells
different
sound
one.
horrific.
What about an extra stab? You've got
I'm
another
all
stab.
for
Let's go for that
stabs.
other
I'm
stab.
all for
Where's
stabs.
the other
I'm all for
stab?
I'll have a clap. We had a disco vibe going on earlier. The clap
Yeah.
would have worked. Well,
Well, that's good. All right. God. Maybe that comes
It's
in
very
there.
similar to what we've got though already. Yeah. Fucking long as well.
Again, another sample that's just the same thing all the way through.
All the way through for 3 minutes.
So I just use that. I just use one.
Ron says pitch down the cowbell. And Mariel says that sounds okay, like it's not too sharp.
So you've got to turn it to a one shot from the classic.
Donkey. It literally, they hurt my ears.
It sits underneath it. We've got to not take everything. And we've got more room. So that stab though to me is just really a processed version of that. So it's not going to bring any more to the table, I don't think. Do you know what I mean? That stab is pretty much the same as the other stab, but just... We'd have that, I'll tell you what that'd be good as. One of those ones that come at the end. I see what it is. Well, you can either have Ableton Live to be exclusive arm, or you can have it as being multiple arms, so you can arm everything. Let's say I'm arming 3 things there. If you want to like take away all the arms in once, you press Control Arm twice, and then it takes it back to like just being that single one. That's thing, but you don't want that. We want that one.
Morgan says another sample update. On it, Morgan. On it, on it, on it. Right, we have about an hour.
Ah, there we go. So the next one is one without a bit at the end, and you got a bit at the end. So I'll just write this one in. Yeah, maybe. Is it 8? Yeah. Oh, no, don't do that.
Okay, Morgan just put a synth in, a couple of synths.
So now we've got eight bars, not that many, but not what you're looking at there, but you bring it back and then you get... So this one's got a space at the end for the... Just makes a bit of variation with over stab, it's no biggie. Might just put that on all of it actually. Yeah, I will. I might just move that up to that so it's both the same. And we just got a bit of a slight... Oh. Sometimes control, click and drag is a fucking roulette game. Even been playing Ableton for a long time. If you don't get it quite right, it fucks it all up and you've got to go Control Z all the time. Ah, refreshment break. About an hour you say, you reckon, yeah?
Yep.
Right, so we're not doing too badly, are we?
No.
So on these things, I think these vocals we can use as turnarounds. You know, like when you got like, I don't know, And then in techno tracks at the end of the track, you get every 12 bars, you get like bigger, and this is normally from a hip hop track like Ultramagnetic MCs. You know what I mean? Someone like that, and they'll have just like a phrase from it in at the end of the 12 bars. So we do that like we got this one.
I love you, but you're driving me fucking
No,
mad,
the other
you
one.
cunt.
That one.
Let's go show these cunts what we're
I
made
think
of.
it might be a bit long if I'm honest.
Ken, I love you, but you're driving me. Ken, I love you, but you're driving me driving me fucking mad. Fucking mad, you cunt.
Some of it might not be the right. Yes, it's sort of when you got.
Fucking.
No, no. That's the thing. You've got to have it all minimised so your launch pad knows where everything is. Otherwise, it thinks it's something else. If you get me. So we'll turn all those off.
Let's go show these cunts what we're made of then. With me.
Yeah, so use those as a little turnaround, but it's not that sort of music really. They're a bit hard, aren't they, for the sound? A bit nasty.
Let's go show these cunts. Let's fuck off. Let's fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know if they fit with this track.
No, I don't think they fit with the track.
No, unfortunately, they're very fun and all that, and it's, you know, call everyone a cunt and all that. It's very Clown Army, but they're not fitting. So that's it. They're gone. Right. So what else we got? Then we got what have we missed? Baseline dry. Got those maybe. Have we though? Don't need that one. That's a bit too clashy. That star stab dry. So I'm just adding these other two in pretty quickly because I know they fit. Another thing you do when you're doing this group tracky shit and you've got 3 layers you want to put in, you can just drag a lot out and just go Control D, and it just does all of it. So you've got that bit and you've got... It's a nicely banked and in time samples. Yeah, it just went straight in. So we've now already got like a layered 303 ensemble. Oh, you got to say ensemble.
Ensemble.
Yeah, oh. So like, well, there's a cowbell. Do you like?
No,
cowbell?
no.
Call me a sausage.
See, that fits. Did he call me a no? Does
No,
it
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Interesting.
Yeah, we'll use that.
Riser.
So I'm going to go into this one, this MIDI track, and see if I can use it as a pad. Let's just Control Enable.
Move a bit.
Just filtering that.
Just turn the record off. Rasta Bastard, you're going to have to be a little bit more specific than that. What do you mean by plug-in? It's a very ambiguous question or statement. Morgan says it sounds nice. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it? It's got a bit of some layers.
How'd you fancy a little cheeky one?
Oh, that'd be nice actually, but no. Even that's nice. I like that. That's actually quite a nice.
How'd you fancy a little cheeky one?
These are great sound. I won't be nicking these for some some hardcore acid techno.
Yeah, that's not the track that we've got for
So I
this
say
one,
fucking
mate.
cunt.
Yeah. This
So
sounds
we're
like exactly like it.
remixing
We're basically
Madio's track.
yeah. Cheers, Madio. So we're basically getting this is Madio's full track. So inadvertently
Let's use something from somebody else then.
I'll send you a postcard. With me? Let's fuck off.
Listen to me.
See, this could be the next bit on this instead of having that. Yeah, I can hear it. So this is the next bit underneath that. So we'll put another audio line in, and this one we'll make it a different colour, like dark blue, so you can see it's different on the group track. And we'll put it at the front. Oh no, leave it where it is. Doesn't matter. You'll see it, won't you? So we'll put the mod synth in there. This will be somewhat on its own. Maybe I should go in with a bass.
Yeah.
You know, second thoughts. Yeah, I think maybe a bass in with that one. But you know, if that was a bit higher up, you could use that as a next. Maybe that is how it goes. So let's put that in there. Make it green. Get rid of that. And have this one as a bass line with that. And then we'll have one underneath it, which is not a donk, but an offbeat one. So make this a bona fide offbeat bass. So just leave that there, and just put that on 1, 2, and that should, if we leave that there.
Is that the operator you put in?
Oh,
I like it
too
like
quick,
that.
Too quick. There you go. You've got 2 bass lines. When it goes. Let's get it on the thing. Perhaps we have like one that's all that all the time, so we'll just do another one that's a bit of a different colour. So I'll make this a different green, chuck it in front so you can see it in a group track that is different, and make it a loop of 2 so it just continues. See how that sounds. So you've got one that sounds like this, the space at the end, and then another one that sounds like. And you got another one which is a donk one, sort of, well, an offbeat. Isn't it? An offbeat is a donk, isn't it, at the end of the day?
Blatantly.
Let's be honest, this is. Yeah. Anyway, so remember that dirty one we had earlier?
Still a bit too dirty. Some of the other kicks we got sent in were better. If you wanted to put a different
Sorry,
kick in.
Morgan. Bye then. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. That's that kick gone. So anyway, where
It's like
are
you
we?
said though, throw things in the trash. If you don't like it, bin
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Just move on.
Yep,
move on.
move
Don't
on,
don't
bin it.
procrastinate because you ain't
Yep.
got time. Time's running out. Sooner or later there will be no electricity. You can teach everyone you know to hunt and shoot, even if vegetarians, because they need to eat some kind of protein when it all collapses.
It just depends on who we're hunting and shooting, or what we're hunting and shooting, rather.
You know. I don't know. Would you go back to veg? See, I don't eat meat, right? See, I don't eat meat. Would I go back to eating meat if there was a complete apocalypse and there was? I think I probably
you'd
would.
have to. I don't
You
think
know
it's
what I
a
mean?
case of
I really
could
do.
you. I think you'd have
You'd
to.
have the thing where you say it is kind of like, you know,
Until I believe society would move on and you could grow veg again. Sorry, carry on.
yeah, that kind of thing, something like that.
No worries, Todd. Catch you later, fella.
That drone's a bit loud.
Okay, so Morgan says Mod Synth 1 is an FM modulated triangle wave.
Mod Synth 1.
Yeah, that one. That we're
Yeah, that's
using
good,
now.
yeah, nice. Cheers for that, Morgan, that's pretty good.
So I
It's
say
got a lot
fuck the
of,
cunts in London.
Got vocals.
How's your fan?
Did he call me a sock?
We've nearly used pretty much all of it now, haven't we? Oh, what's that? Hey. Do we need anything else? So we could get those, So what we need now is a sort of like rides and stuff. We got, because there's nothing that it's got big tails and stuff on it. I always like rides. So unfortunately, no one sent any rides. I'm just going to hit rides into search and go all results. What are we on? 138 BPM. What's that? It's not a ride, a gong. Jesus. Where I get my fucking samples from? Oh, this is Bad Girl rides from the collab we did with Lauren and
Sam.
Sam. See what they sound like.
Okay, I have to be on my train in 1 hour and 3 minutes. I have full faith that this track will be somewhere near done by then.
Ooh. Nice bit of variation there, I won't lose that, I'll keep that. I'll have that. So again, it's going to go over those last 3 ones that are above that one and go Control D, and then you got the whole lot. I'd rather that be a bit offbeat, so I'm going to move that start point to there. It's better, isn't it? Got a bit of all the sucky sort of thing to it. Right. Well, I'll tell you what, Mark. You know how to use it. You know how to fly the fucking ship. So have a jam on it. I'll stop all clips and knock yourself out. I'm going to make a cigarette.
Okay.
So I mean about having a group, that template just means you can throw a track together.
Yep. That's what I should have pressed then.
Got that late line. It sounds like Night Rider, that lower 303 line. Sounds like music.
It's close.
mean, it's not cheesy, is it? You know, it's not like, even though it's lighter than your usual sort of thing.
Need some risers.
Yep. But that's what this is the way I believe Ableton Live should be used myself. You know.
And there's the track.
So that's it. And that's all there is to it. You know, we've got no vocals at the moment, no effects.
No.
You know.
No risers.
No.
That's a tall order in for a 40-minute.
Yeah, so we're just going to put in. So you can put up. Don't know why, but most of my risers are called uplifters and things like that.
Yeah.
And we'll look for something that's about. Right.
I mean, yes, but no.
That looks a bit white noisy. So you can put that into your into one of them like that, and then the same again. So I could cheat and just use one I've used from another track already, but that's a bit cheating. I mean, that's a stem from a track basically, though. That's too long.
Yeah. They're all a bit white noisy.
So you could put those in as well.
Apparently Morgan's put something else in the thread. What have you put in the thread, Morgan?
So one, oh no, not that one on there. On.
Oh, some FX. FX coming your way.
Okay, we'll use sent in ones.
Well, let's see what they are first.
Yeah.
For free, for sure, load a couple in.
So let's just get another uplifter which isn't close.
Wow, wow. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, bleep, bloop, ping and stretched.
Okay, that's cool.
There you go, bleep, blop, ping and stretched. They're in there now. Bow.
Just gonna some basic. Right, just gonna show how I. Let's do these for now. So what I'll do is I'll get this and then make it long, and then take off that and move this front marker and make it. How long do I make it? 33 is it? Yeah, let's do that. So I'll make it 33 things long, and just move that until it's on 17. So you got that loops, and do the same thing for that one. So make it long. Take the bot end off of it. Make it a few bars long. 33. Same with this one. I'll put these on to follow. And you can do the same thing going the other way for your down thingies. So I'll get 3 down lifters. Down! Yes, for some reason, Vengeance call their risers and fallers uplifters and downlifters.
You might want to reposition your mic a little.
Uplifters and downlifters is what they call it in Vengeance. That's a bit.
Morgan says if my FX aren't long enough, just stretch them by 400%.
Yeah, then you get grainy nastiness, don't you? I sometimes turn the warp off on effects just to get it like pure. because you can get some real bad stuttering and kind of like where the, especially if you've got a sweep, you'll find if you don't use it as pure as you can without stretching it or warping it, you'll get like loads of aliasons, anti-aliasons, stuff like that. I can turn this around the other way. I know it's not a...
Terry says, any good audio recorders for your phone? Like Messenger.
Yeah, right, audio for recorders of phone. The microphone on your iPhone or Samsung are quite advanced these days, and they have like they have noise cancellation and limiters and all sorts of things on them. Clippers, the lot. So you can actually get some really good effect. You can get some good sounds from your phone.
Yeah, you really can.
You know.
I know somebody who builds tracks off of audio loops that they record on their phone.
There you go.
Crazy
so
world.
all I'm going to do with these is make them literally 33 long. It's probably going to be too quick. You know, like you might want to make them double 33 long instead. 66 or 65. And 65 is basically all the way. But you might not want them that frequent. I don't know what am I talking about. But then like get them and then select the lot, put them on repeat. 33 I suppose, is it? Yeah. And then next. And turn them down because they're going to be mega loud. Oh, that's the wrong button. You could even like put a photo on those just to sweep tracks, just to cut it away from the kick. Anything you could do to keep stuff away from the kick is good in dance music, especially with things like I do it with things like this anyway. I don't know if it's a bit too sucky, but it makes it kind of dance around it.
Danny Carnan said the same thing. Make sure you take all the bass out of everything.
And the bass out, yeah, so all you notice on that track, I've already got the bass out of it. And what I'll do, I'll get these ones here from 4 onwards, I'll have a spot effect, so what I'll do, I'll select all those, remove the stop button, and then go for Morgan's effects.
Plink. What was it?
There's a spot effect there, I'll have that.
Blip, blop, ping and stretch.
Oh, hang on, let's get another track. Ping. Make sure it's just a single shot. Okay, what else we got?
The fuck's that?
So we've got loads of effects actually. What was the other one he did? Ping and...
Ping, bloop,
Oh,
boop,
blip.
ping,
Blip.
blip,
Oh, we got that
and
one.
stretched.
Oh, stretch is the drum loop. Okay, that's good.
Is it?
Ping, bloop, blip. Well, let's put that in there. And make sure they're all on no loop. They are, look, so get that off. And instead of quantization global, make the quantization something short, like 1/8 or 1/16. And then you can use those in the same time. So those want to make them all a different colour as well, because you know then which are your effects and which aren't your effects, and make them something that stand out like that colour. And you know that in that group track, those light coloured ones are different. So you can still have like all that going. Let's take some of these, turn some of it out. Because I've got a beat repeat on each one, I can then go. Sometimes you have to like mix the samples within the samples, and you can keep them on the same track then, because we can't hear half of them, can we? That's too loud. Still like a bit. What I might do for that ping one is give it its own track and like process it a bit to stop it from being so. It's got a bit of a. It's something that dogs can only hear. Do you know what I mean? It's something that only dogs can hear. Needs to be a bit louder.
Woohoo!
So let's get some. Oh, we got what vocals we got then? Do we need vocals?
And you fancy a little cheeky. So I say, fuck.
Both know I can be a...
I'll fucking take
With me, it's strictly business.
Yeah. Anyway, so we don't like any of those.
No one...
Oh.
What? I think we're pre-record stage. That female vocal might fit.
Which female?
The I take it very seriously or something. Have you still got the vocals loaded in?
Pills got me up. But I needed the Charlie to stay sharp.
I'll fucking take your cunting face off.
It's gonna show these cunts what we're made of then. It's gonna show these cunts.
Ken, I love you, but you're driving me fucking mad. I'll fucking take your...
I'll send you a postcard. Cunt. I'll send you a postcard.
Yeah.
That might work. There's one that says, I take my business very seriously or something.
Hmm.
Did he call...
We had it earlier. But yeah, the female voice is softer. There's two in there somewhere. Have you got them loaded in still, or did you pull them all out?
Oh, see that?
Yeah.
I got that on ear almost. It's like a. I don't know if you can hear it. We could like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It just sounds like an effect I got on Stereo Reddit. Well, if you put it on a break, it sounds break. We need to put a break underneath that. There is one on there actually, isn't there? That yeah. Let's put another. There's an end of that. We'll use your amen off the end of the clean bit. Is it there? Something like that. Oh, no, not like that. That's it.
Actually, kind of works. Kind of works.
No, I don't know.
It's a bit tough for the track to be fair.
It went ding, that would be good.
What do you think out there? Yes or no to the break?
So let's listen to what it sounds like on its own a minute.
It's a whole different track there.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? It's a bit too
Norman Cook.
It's a bit too roadman, isn't it?
Roadman?
Yeah, sort of like
Roadman.
yeah, just urban.
Oh right.
Bit too urban.
I'm sorry, I'm not down with the kids one.
Yeah.
I don't know the lingo these
It's a
days.
bit like 3.3s for 100.
Oh.
Pill.
Oh, my life's just giving up hope.
I noticed that's why I went for my cheap throwaway plastic ones. They're the only ones I buy these days because they work. You never buy them with stickers, rank, so I don't put much gas in them.
Mariel says, like the break, could have that in the drop or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe.
Like I say, I mean, let's go for assuming find out. I do like a break. But you'd have to put a...
I'm not too sure the track needs it. Maybe speed it up and it needs it. Works.
Yeah, just FYI, what I've got is the top pads. I don't know if you can see.
Don't think there's a camera angle that'll get down there.
Yeah, there is. If you look at these pads here, so this is what I've been using all night, because I've got 16 pads. There we go, 16 pads on the LPD8s and they're different drum rolls. So you got. So these are like 1, 2, 2, 2. These ones are all snare ones. These ones here are snare. And there's that slow thing that so you can play all sorts of rolls on a very basic. That's all you got, but it gives you that. It's a bit dirty, and you do get some like blips at the end, but I just do live, so I don't.
Camera up a bit.
Do you know what I mean? It's quite cool, isn't it? And you obviously got a filter on that one, so you can have your drum roll. So you can have like take the filter off, hit the track, and then hit that button and just filter that up. Yeah. So that's that, basically. I want to go there. Do you want to sit there? Is that all right for you? How's that? Oh, you can't really see too much. Oh, look. Very close. Right, mate. Yeah. So, yeah, look at the camera mark there. That's my ugly finger. Look at that. Right, should we try recording it and then do something?
I reckon.
You know, but then kind of when that's done, it's done. But you can also see my way of recording. So obviously there's arrangement view there, which is where we're going to record into. I'll show you the things. So if I mess up, I'll go back and do it again. So let's start off maybe with. I sometimes filter things in, but you know, If I'm going to do that, I've moved the filters already, so you can see me moving this dial here and this dial here. This is filtering the red track and the orange track, so that when they come in, I can bleed them in a bit. Let's see how that goes. And we'll start off with the effects. Not too much delay on the effects, not too much delay on everything, because these knobs here are delay for each track, and these are the find at fault, you know, faders and solos and shit. Anyway, let's start off with hit record. Already you can see that follow command on there is making that next effects track move, but you've got to remember where you are. I may well have missed it, but I could always make it you know, any arrangement in a minute. I can always take it. Right, yeah. Sometimes it doesn't matter if the swells don't go exactly on the bar. I mean, they're just background, aren't they? Oh, as well, you need to enable your LPD8 tracks, otherwise you don't get the rolls like Mark didn't know. Oh.
Yes, time for change. That's exactly what it is. Yes, Jen, the pads are linked into Stutter Edit, and the push is linked into the clips. Okay, so we started streaming 2 hours and 23 minutes ago. Now you have a finished track, or as close to it. One's just finishing up. We're in like the outro for the DJ. 4 minute 20 tracks so far. Ableton's really easy time for change, honestly. Like we've literally just given you the basics here tonight. In 2 hours and 22 minutes. I use pretty much the same template as Warren, and once you've got a template up and running, it's fairly easy.
Something like that.
And that, ladies and germs, is how you
And then
make
you
a
got
track.
your range track, and then you got your track, and then you sell it for like, I don't know, £2.50 on Bandcamp.
If that.
You know, and then like 3 people might buy it.
Yeah, export, and that's it, done.
3 people, and then it says on there like all pay what you want, so they all like give you like 2p for it.
Yeah.
So your cut from that is like 0.0. You might as well go on Spotify.
No, don't do that.
I've actually got a lot of it. I don't know. I'm not to sort of like advertise, but I have got quite a lot of. Every time I go on Spotify, I forget how many tracks I've put out there over the last sort of so many years. I've never done much, but some of them are actually quite good. I'm not blowing my own trumpet, but listening back to them, they're not bad. So if you look at Warminster on Spotify, or
Are
any
you
of the
actually on
major things.
Spotify, eh?
Yeah, because when I worked for my next door neighbour who's got Red Alpha Records,
Mm-hmm.
Wayne Ovenden,
Yeah.
he basically moved in, and my wife said, "Oh, here, tell him what you do for a hobby." He said, "I make tunes." And that, I said, "Oh, you're joking." He said, "Yeah, I got this and that and this and that, and I use this."
Oh, actually, we want this
That's
one.
mad. And he opened up, you know, so I got loads of drum and bass, hip hop, and I got stuff on Red Alpha Records, stuff on Blue Bet Records, stuff on Anarchy Audio, but it's all sorts from drum and bass, hip hop, dubstep even, some old sort of techno stuff and that. But yeah, so go on Spotify and have a bit of a browse, because I mean, I was quite pleasantly surprised at my back catalogue. And if you like any of it, buy it, man. Do you know what I mean? I don't get any money, but some distribution company. The reason I stopped doing it is because basically distribution companies take massive cuts out of it, you know, so you get so little for any kind of streams anyway. And Spotify, it's not down to Spotify a lot of the time, it's down to, you know, the distro companies making all the money. Someone
Yep.
like, who was the ones that govern now was, oh God, I can't think who it is anyway, but Label Works, that's it. So Label Works, that's who Wayne was using. And you'll get like your stuff in charts and stuff because they put compilation albums out.
Yeah.
And the first two you get, you think, oh, I want a compilation album.
Yeah,
like,
and then
but
you
basically they're
realise-
just rinsing you.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So and I've got nothing against labels, and you know, I know, you know, I've been quite outspoken about just simply me not using labels anymore, only using Bandcamp. Basically because I don't care if I don't sell any records, as long as, you know, but still, you know, obviously if you want to keep the ones on Spotify, you can, but they're not mine anymore. They belong to Label Works. You know, but yeah, some really good stuff like drum and bass stuff. Like saying, about 3 or 4 albums.
Nice.
One of them, I don't know, what's it called? I can't even think of the names of my own albums. Awake is a drum and bass one. It's like a conscious drum and bass album. Awake. That features Fungus on vocals and stuff. You know, Gus.
Yeah.
Big Gus on some of the vocals.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah, just I've just gone blind. Blind.
War
I know
Minstrel.
I'm waffling now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but War Minstrel on
Yeah.
Spotify, and also Bandcamp, which are the ones where I'm actually making money and selling stuff
Yeah.
that I'm making at the moment. And Wayne's actually said, though, he said, any of the music you've made on my thing, you can release on it, so you will find some duplicates, because Wayne's my mate. And he said, fuck the distro company, like, just do it. And no one's come at me from the distro companies, unless someone works for Label Works who's listening right now.
I doubt
They
it.
might.
I doubt
but
it. I
it.
doubt it.
But
I
I'm always
doubt it.
getting copyright breaches for doing mixes of my own music.
Yeah, of course you will. If they're out for
You know,
for
because I've got a
release
DJ
anywhere.
controller just so I can
Yeah.
mix my own tracks
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, you could probably do that to YouTube, and YouTube will be alright about it. But Facebook
Mm.
will absolutely hammer you for it.
But yeah, I don't mind. You know, I don't mind them being on there. It's an experience, and it means they're catalogued.
Yeah.
And they're not going anywhere.
Time for Change says, I need a neighbour like you. Then we all need a neighbour like Warren.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Wayne's got his stuff in the room, literally sort of like 100 yards from me. Well, not even that. 10 yards from me.
Yeah.
And he makes drum. Like I say, if you look at Red Alpha on Red Alpha Records, coincidentally, that's Wayne Ovenden, and he's as I say, my neighbour, and he's really good. You know, he's very. Not sure what he uses, but he uses some obscure like Music Maker, something like this.
Okay.
Just. You might be Studio One now, but I'm not sure. I think he uses
Yeah, maybe.
Magimix Music Maker or something like
God.
that. That's, yeah, but he gets some really good sounds out of it.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't matter what you
again,
use,
It doesn't
you-
matter what you use.
Mm.
Doesn't matter what you use.
Yeah.
Bang, put some pans together. So yeah, there's a track.
Yeah, there you go. So are we done, or are we got more to do?
I don't know. Do you want to run the track again? Just
Let's play back what we got. So what I'm going to do now is off there already. So now you can see the track. It's not normally that clean. Sometimes you might have to go back. So let's say you messed up on the drop. You can go back if you want to. Like, I mean, this bit here, I think I shouldn't have dropped again. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to quickly go in there and just drag that out because I shouldn't have dropped there again. That's where the drop should be at 65. And then snare comes in there. Yeah, that's fair enough, isn't it? Sure. That's pretty tidy. But if you do mess something up, you can always put your little blue cursor right there. Go back to session view. See all the buttons you need to be hitting. So you think, right, I don't need that. I want that one, that one, that one, and that one. And then hit that, and then start from where you are. I can go back and just go, oh shit, if you flush something, I'll just go back. I mean, obviously doing it live is a bit different, but this is a very rare occasion when I didn't really make any fluffs. So let's play it. I mean, if you want to be pedantic, you could get those effects and put them right on the bar, on the money sort of thing. What's going on there? Oh, I see. The loop's not proper. Oh, it is. Maybe it's starting too early. Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
roll it out.
And I'll just drag that out now. Oh no, there's different ones, isn't it? Each one's a different one, isn't it? Ooh. Yeah, that's all right. Is there only 3? Yeah, there was, wasn't there? Doesn't matter anyway. I'll just have 2. So that one's fine. That one can go back a bit. Oh fuck it! I'm gonna leave it as it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah. Anyway, you can tidy up afterwards if you make any mistakes. You see what I was going to do. I was going to tidy up all the, but I haven't got time for that. And one important thing to do is to.
Jen says the loop is 140, but the track is 138.
Hmm?
Yeah. 1, 2. My mic's awfully quiet. 1, 2. There we go.
I'm going to do those. Turn those LPD8 ones to auto so that you can actually hear what they're doing. Because otherwise it won't play your MIDI that's controlling the thing. And I missed doing any drum rolls in the beginning, so I might put a couple in from here in the front. Not any kicks anyway.
Yeah, the sample is strictly business, apparently. The female vocal sample is strictly business. And Marius agrees. With the start intro, you could have the vocal there. But let's just listen to it. close that window so they could see what you're doing now? Brilliant.
Can't see the word strictly business in there. So. Yeah.
What's the sample called, Marios?
Oh, there it is.
Close the window.
Well, what I'm going to do is move that, put that strictly business one in the drop. Maybe where's the drop? Let's say where the drop is there. So what I might do is make that drop longer.
I would. This one.
This one. Yeah, just get rid of that one. So there's one on here where it's done with the auto filter. So we'll delete that one there. Yeah, and then duplicate time here. Duplicate time. And get rid of all that crap there. Drag that like that. Go back down to the drum roll thingy. And make that start there as well. Which is there. Like that. There's the filter frequency. Oh, there from there maybe then. So 73. Is that right? No. There you go. This should move the drum roll, make it longer. I don't know if I need to do that with the effects yet, but as well.
10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Last orders. Right, we got 7. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, fuck it. Well, anyway. Happy little tree. And right at the end of it, cut it off and put that vocal sample in there. Where is she? 81. It's always 81. It's 65 to 81 textbook, isn't it?
With me?
Maybe 2 blocks.
With me?
There you go, like that. That's it.
With me?
I need to stop the roll there. Sorry, folks.
With me? With me? This is strictly business.
Oh, she's a bit.
With me? It's strictly business.
Okay, Marios, you happy with that? You got a vocal in.
So what we do is we get the filter and filter that sweep up so she gets all of it on her own. A little trick as well I do sometimes is I'll put a utility into the master track doing nothing, and all it does is at the, doesn't always make it obvious, but put utility in, and at the last bar, so we got 81 is where our drop is, isn't it? Yeah, so that's where our drop has put us. I got a thing that puts a marker in, so that's where we drop is, and I'll automate the gain for the last 2 bars, put it into draw mode and draw like that, and then make the last 2 bars drop in about a couple of decibels. So no, 83.
It's strictly business.
So it just cuts the volume a little bit and it makes you perceive that the next bit's loud, and it really is. So that's that. So start from the beginning. Have you got time to listen from the top?
Yep, just.
From the top. No messing about now, just going to leave it. I'm going to talk over it and test the taping it on the C90.
Can we see a little better?
Oh yeah. Go on then.
Okay, so what's the name of the track, people? What are we calling this?
Just for coming around though, guys. You know what I mean? It's been nice having you around.
Yep, thank you all
Studios,
for
having a look. Hope
joining
some,
us.
you know, people got anything from it. You know, I just, like I say, I'm just an amateur. I just mess about, and this is what I've discovered kind of works for me. And it's quite quick.
That's the thing I like about it.
You know.
Gathering the
Immediate.
samples is the longest part.
Yeah, so someone else has done that. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it was like a sample. I thought, like, let's just sit. It's a bit like a sample pack. I thought that's what we should do. Just do a sample pack. Yeah.
Jen, that's a bit obvious. She says it's got to be something not Xmasy. It's a bit obvious.
Okay.
Santa Claus's balls? How about that? Death of capitalism. God of capitalism is Santa.
With me, it's strictly business.
Of course it is.
Strictly business.
Yeah, strictly business. You could pepper the rest of it with that sample as well. Strictly. But business.
Strictly
But we don't have time.
business.
We just simply don't have the time. But hey, you know,
Strictly
using a lot of
business.
Mao's
Business.
samples.
Business. 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 Business.
Yeah, certainly a few more of those. But as you can see now, but one is adding things on the fly to this. Thank you very much, Terry. Ableton really is that easy. And then it literally, if you wanted to, you could just go in and then record this over. You just on the track to record, hit record, and off you go. Just start adding things. Now Warren's just adding the vocal to its own track.
With me, it's strictly business. Strictly business. With me, it's strictly business. With me.
So the sample is now on the push, and now Warren can use the delays and the stutter edits on it. Morgan wants to see you put the stretched sample in just as the kick comes back.
No time for that, buds. We've got the end of our.
It literally is
Yeah.
thingy wheel, thingy. Morgan. We are right at the end. Literally, we really are.
Yeah, with it's trains, public transport.
Yeah,
You know.
unfortunately.
Go fund me to get Mark for his driving test and that, and he can drive from Bristol then. Brum, brum. They love that.
That sounds
It's
even
like
worse.
hell, doesn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
scary
I'd rather
cars.
just sit on a fucking.
It is pretty nasty.
Sit on a train.
I'm from the countryside, so I don't like driving in Bristol. And when
No.
Carly
But
drives
they-
around Bristol, she's just like, I'm like, wow.
They've made it all clean air zone, so you can barely drive around Bristol now. Literally. Yeah, the way you come into Bristol now, you'll have to adapt it.
Oh shit. Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Otherwise, you get fined.
So coming through the Keynsham bypass and end up those traffic lights, and better do a moody
actually,
right
you
down,
might be alright. actually.
down
You might
through
be alright
thingy
down
what's
there.
it road,
Yeah,
and
you
end
might be
up
alright
coming
down
in through what's it called?
there. Yeah, you might be alright.
Yeah.
down there. Moody what's it road? I like that.
Yeah, do a moody right. And you go through the Keynsham bypass, to hit the traffic lights, and do a moody right. And it takes you on these traffic lights where it goes green, but the fucking other guys have got it green as well, and they're coming towards you, and they're not going to give way.
I know the roundabout
What's
you're talking about.
happening?
Yeah, I know the one.
Why? Well, traffic lights are supposed to be when it's your turn to go.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
when it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
your turn to go.
Scary.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, like if you go
We live
fund
in
me
a
to
city.
get me a car, then I'm going to kill myself. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's get the tattoo sorted first. Right, that has been.
But that's good. I like that.
Warren
That'll be
Straw,
good.
Period
Yeah.
Acid Clown.
Thank
This
you
is
very
a
much for coming.
walkthrough on literally how Warren does stuff and literally
And we
how
both
I
do it now.
stuff.
Yeah, on Ableton. I
do
mean, obviously Mark does his synthesizer thing, but it's. you know.
yeah, that's the doorless rig, but literally my hybrid rig is set up exactly the same way as this. I understand it like this.
I thought it was just logical.
Yeah.
Because that's what all controllers are in eights.
Yep.
So if you give in eights, then work in 8.
Yep.
Is it still
Something's
playing?
Still going, yeah.
Yeah, still playing. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
but yeah, some great samples, weren't they? Really good
Yep.
fidelity samples as
Yep.
well.
Yep.
Thanks to everyone for donating and getting involved. That's brilliant.
Yeah, so Marios and
Yeah, thank you,
Jen
Mario. Thank you, Jen.
and Maudio and
Yeah.
Morgan. I don't think we used any samples from anyone else. But that's not too bad. That's pretty good. That's
Pretty good, yeah.
So that was technically a 6-people collab.
And it is designed. I don't know if you have any of you know. If you look up, if you don't know it, look it up. It's Whose Line Is It Anyway? Was
Yeah.
a TV show with Clive Anderson. Is it Clive Anderson?
Yeah. Clive
And
Anderson,
they
the original.
basically get ideas from the audience about subjects and topics and
Yeah.
things, and then they do a comedy sketch improvised on the spot, and it
Yeah.
was really funny.
Yep.
And
this
they
is
do different different types of things. And so this is a kind of my idea is instead of Whose Line Is It Anyway, the first thing we did was Whose Sample Is It Anyway, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we were going to call them all TV shows, so like Sample Busters and all
Yeah,
that. But we ran out of ideas,
did
didn't
about
we?
6.
We did about 6, and then we thought, like, oh, this is really hard. We're making it hard for ourselves because we're making it all TV shows from the UK in the 1980s, which is pretty tricky, isn't it?
And we
do
were
that.
going to call this one Sample My Turkey.
Yeah,
you
Sample My Turkey. You,
fucking turkey, you cunt.
yeah, you
But we
yeah.
thought there might be some people out there that wouldn't appreciate the
no,
language.
that's it. We
so-
couldn't really sort of share it too much, and
Yeah.
I didn't mind Mum seeing it, so that was, yeah, basically,
So yeah, there's that.
yeah. Yeah, that was really good. So you got to get your train now, mate, haven't you?
Yeah, literally, it's in 11 minutes now. So yeah, thank you for joining us this
Yeah.
evening.
Cheers, man.
Hopefully we'll do this again at some point.
Yeah, if you want us to do it again, just let us know, and we'll make it a bigger thing and a more
Yeah.
cohesive thing. So it's sort of but the main thing is having fun and learning at the same
Yeah,
time, hopefully.
yeah.
And
Again-
I learn stuff, and if you can tell me stuff, he's what are you doing that for, you cock? That's, no one does that. I go, tell me why, and then tell me why, and then I'll do it differently.
Yeah, exactly.
But there was no
Knowledge.
delay, and no delay on the percussion earlier. That was actually on the sample. But like I say, you
Couldn't
can
turn it down,
you
couldn't
can
turn
you
it
can
down.
actually do that thing where you press the forward button on a beats mode, and then turn the thing down.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And that makes it choppier.
Yeah, it
it
does
kind of
make
like
it
cuts the transient out.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
extend the transient because that's it, but it will cut it down.
Yeah.
Which is nice if you want to make things choppy. But yeah, enough of that. Yeah.
Enough of that.
Enough of
Right.
that already.
Well, I guess we're off then.
Yes. Nanu.
Catch you later, people.
Yeah, look after yourselves, be good to each other and that and stuff. Yeah.
Don't forget on Friday. Is it Friday? 30th. Anyway, URL chat starts at 8 o'clock. Same page, YouTube page, and you will be invited to join the chat if you want to at that point. All you need is an iPhone, and you can join the chat. I'll send you a link out for that. Right, we're off.
Sweet.
Catch you later.